What if Naruto was a prodigy, a genius? October 10. No one's POV. The Yandame Hokage aka Minato was with Kushina because she was giving birth to Naruto and Menma. Menma being the oldest by 2 minutes while Naruto being the youngest. Minato's POV. Hang in there, Kushina. Only one more push. I said. Arg. Kushina shouted. And Naruto was now out of Kushina's womb. Good job, Kushina. I said. The nurse then took Naruto to get rid of the blood stains on him. Suddenly a masked man appeared. Step away from the Jinchuriki, Minato. The masked man said aloud. When Minato turned around only to see a masked man holding Naruto and unconscious bodies all around him. Calm down, no need to drag innocence on this, I said. For I am perfectly calm. Forth, he then threw Naruto up in the air. I quickly jumped and took Naruto while the masked man took the opportunity to get to Kushina. That's when I noticed there were paper bombs on the towel that Naruto is in. I high-reshined and quickly removed the towel that just exploded. When I removed it. Kushina POV. You will not get your way with this. I said with anger and fear. The masked man then performed some hand signs and took the QB out of me. He then teleported to the center of the village. Minato then came and high-reshined me and the 2 kids to our bedroom. Take care of Naruto and Menma, Kushina. I will protect the village. Minato said. When I was about to speak, the only thing I saw is a yellow flash. No one POV. The masked man flashed through some hand signs. Kuchios no Jutsu. He said aloud. Then with a big puff of smoke, the 9-tailed fox was summoned. No one noticed that the eyes of the fox changed. Instead of red slits, it turned to ruby with 3 tomos. The masked man then commanded the QB to attack the village. Raerf! Roared out the fox. Right then Minato stood above his head carved at the mountain. The fox charged a tailed beast bomb at Minato. Minato then flashed through some hand signs that made the bomb flew right across the village. Minato then found the masked man and he attacked him. Once he was not controlling the QB anymore, Minato knew he needed to seal the QB to one of his children. He knows it is risky to abandon one child, but it needs to be done. Minato POV. Kushina. We need to reseal the beast. I said, we need to seal it onto one of our child. I know it's risky, but I can't ask a family to lend their child to be the Jinchuriki. I said again. No, Minato, seal it again in me. I'll gladly go down with it, but I can't take to watch the burden of the beast get within our child. Kushina said with tears forming on her eyes. She knows she'll die if Minato seal it into her, but she knows it will be not good for the 2 newborns to not have a mother. No, Kushina, you'll die if I seal it again in you. I don't want to lose you. I said. Kushina just nodded, head down with tears falling on the ground. I then took Menma and put it onto Kushina's arms as she knew I will seal it to Naruto. I flashed through some hand signs when I saw change trapping the QB. I turned to see Kushina holding the QB down. You think I'll let you do this on your own? Kushina said. I then continued the hand signs, but Hiruzen came and stopped me from doing the seal. Minato, let me do it. You are still young and have a family to take care of. The third said. No, Hiruzen. I have to do this. It's my job as the Yandame Hokage to protect this village. I said, but when I continued the hand signs, I blacked out. Hiruzen POV. I knocked Minato unconscious because he still has a family to take care of. Kushina, take care of Minato. Promise me that these 2 will be the heroes of the village. I said. Kushina nodded and I continued the hand signs that Minato did a while ago. Shiki Fujin. I said quietly. Then a Shinigami then appeared behind me and sealed the QB onto Naruto. After it was done, I fell on the ground with my last breath to say, Minato. Protect the village. I said with darkness started to overcome me. Previously. Minato. Protect the village. I said with darkness started to overcome me. No one POV. A little blonde-haired kid who was no less than 3 years old, was running away from a mob of villagers. Suddenly he took a sharp right and ended up in a dead end. We got you now, demon, said the first villager. You will pay for what you did to my family, said the second villager. Please stop, I didn't do anything, cried the blonde-haired kid. Did you stop when you killed our loved ones and families, huh? Shouted the third villager. Before the blonde-haired did something, he was smashed at the head with a bottle. His head was bleeding so much he collapsed to the ground. The ninjas pinned him to the wall with a kunai and started stabbing him without mercy. He cried out like a little boy, not a demon's cry. He's deceiving us, shouted the first villager. Kill him, shouted the third villager. It was about 11:23 p.m. when they tortured him. They were writing demon monster on his body. His sight went blurry on the laser kunai hit his stomach. Katan, Gukaku no Jutsu. An Umbu shouted. Then the villagers were engulfed in flames. You could hear their cries and screams. "Oh Naruto-kun, I'm sorry I'm late," said the Umbu. He picked up the blonde-haired kid who was now known as Naruto. The Umbu was shocked to see Naruto's eyes, who were now a red color with 2 black tomos. "You have cool eyes, mister," Naruto said. "You too," the Umbu said. Naruto then fell asleep. When he woke up, he was in a sewer and a huge cage in front of him. He saw big red eyes and pointy teeth. Naruto POV. "My Jinchuriki finally visits me," said an unknown voice. "Who are you?" "Wait, are you the QB?" I said. "You are very smart in your age." The QB said. What's your name, mister?" The QB was shocked that Naruto asked his name. "It's Kurama Kit." "And what's yours?" The QB asked. "It's Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Believe it," I said with full of enthusiasm. "Kurama?" "Yes, Kit. Can we be friends?" Kurama was shocked again to hear that from Naruto. "Why?" Kurama asked. "It's because I don't have ANEFF friends," Naruto said, stuttering, almost wanting the feeling to cry. "Sure, Kit," Kurama said. "Awesome." Naruto said. "Ugh. What's happening?" Naruto said with fear that his vision got blurry. "Calm down, Kit, you're waking up. Can we still talk?" Naruto said, slightly calmed down. "Yes, Kit, but only through your mind and don't say it out loud." "Okay, bye, Kurama," Naruto said, waving. "Bye, Kit." And with that, Naruto was awake. He happened to wake up not on his room but in the hospital. Oh, how he hated the hospital. He sit up knowing he wasn't alone. There was an Umbu wearing a weasel mask and he had a ponytail hair. He was wearing his Umbu gear. "Good, you're awake," said the Umbu. Who are you, mister?" I said. "Oh, I'm Weasel." "Know your real name, not your code name." I said. "That's ordered as secret information. I'm sorry, Naruto-kun." The Umbu said. "How do you know my name?" I said. "That's also secret information." The Umbu said as he was about to leave. "Oh, and Naruto-kun, where were your parents?" He said. "Well, they don't care about me," I said, almost breaking into tears. "What do you mean?" the Umbu asked. "Well, every time I tell him that the 6 loggers beat me case and a slaps me and if I'm late. I often get dinner from them," I said, and then noticed when I touched my cheeks it was wet. Weasel was shocked when he heard that his parents or the Yondaime Hokage and Lady Kushina treats him this bad. Weasel then came close to Naruto and hugged him and said, "It's okay, Naruto-kun, he'll tell the Hokage if I can adopt you. Anyways, you have the Sharingan, so it's not a big a deal." "Who are you?" "Sniff," I said, wiping my tears. "I am Itachi Uchiha." Weasel said, aka Itachi now. "Please, Itachi and I can't stand to live at their house anymore," I said with little hope. "It's okay, Naruto-kun. I will try to convince the Hokage, but for now you must rest," Itachi said. "M.K. Tachi and I said with a big smile on my face. It wasn't a fake smile. It was a real smile. Itachi then smiled behind his mask and mumbled quietly so Naruto can't hear. He said, "You will be our new Otuto, Naruto-kun. Satsuki will be happy she got a brother." After that, Itachi shunshin to the Hokage tower. Itachi POV. I shunshin to the Hokage tower if I can adopt Naruto. I knocked at the door and heard a faint "come in." I came in the door and saw the 3rd Hokage reanimated. Luckily it wasn't the 4th. "Itachi-kun, what brings you here?" Hiruzen asked. "Naruto got beaten again by the villagers, Hokage-sama, but there is something important about Naruto," I said seriously. "And what's important other than Naruto getting beaten?" Hiruzen said. "He got the Sharingan, Hokage-sama." The Hokage was shocked to hear that the heir of the Uzumaki Namikaze clan got the Sharingan. "How?" he asked. "I don't know, Hokage-sama, maybe his parents were related to Uchihas, but I would like an adoption, Hokage-sama," I said. "Who would you want to adopt?" Hiruzen asked. "I would like to adopt Naruto," I said. "Itachi, he already go." Hiruzen was interrupted by Itachi. "No. His parents abused him and never listened to him when the villagers attacked him. He even got slapped in the face by his own mother." I said. "No," shouted Hiruzen Roseabro. "I'm sorry, Hokage-sama," I said with a face full of sorrow. "Norge, yororite Tochikun. You can adopt Naruto." "Arigato, Hokage-sama," I said. After I was done signing the paper, I went back to the hospital to see Naruto. He's gonna be so happy when I told him I adopted him, Itachi thought and smiled. Previously, he's gonna be so happy when I told him I adopted him, Itachi thought and smiled. Itachi POV. I got back from the hospital only to notice he's not on his room. "Naruto? Naruto!" I shouted. I saw his window was open. He must have escaped, I thought. I went straight to the Hokage tower. I went inside the Hokage's office. The fourth Hokage is sitting at his desk. "Oh, Weasel, is there anything you need to ask?" said the fourth. "Naruto escaped the hospital, Hokage-sama," I said with a little anger. "What do you mean? Why is Naruto at the hospital in the first place?" He said. "I really want to punch this guy for not knowing his son's condition. He maybe forgot about him." I sighed and said, "He was beaten half to death by the villagers, Hokage-sama." The Hokage was shocked to know his son wasn't lying. "Bring Naruto here, Weasel. I need to talk to him," he said. "Hi, Hokage-sama," I lied. I then shunshined out of his office to find Naruto. Naruto POV. I was walking down the street with a hoodie Arrow Sennin gave me when he left to his research. Somehow it was working. The villagers didn't give me evil glares like they would normally do. I kept on walking till I saw Itachi and I recognized him because of his ponytail. "Itachi and I shouted. "Naruto, there you are. I have been looking for you," he said. "I have a surprise for you," he said happily. "What surprise?" I asked. "The third Hokage agreed to let me adopt you," he said. Silence then came. He saw my head down and was worried what I was gonna do. I looked at him and he saw my tears falling down my cheeks. I jumped and hugged him, almost letting him fall the ground. "Arigatou, Itachi and I said, breaking the hug and wiping my tears. I couldn't see his face because his mask is covering it, so I don't know if he's smiling or not. But first, Naruto. Let me tell Ka-san and Tu-san if they agree. But I know that they totally will," he said. I nodded. "Let's go home, Naruto," Itachi said. I nodded slowly and thought to myself, there's a place I can finally call home. And I smiled to the thought. After walking and talking with Itachi and we were at the Uchiha compound. The guards knew who Itachi was, so he let him in. But the guards don't know me, so they knew I was kind of suspicious. When we reached the door, Itachi and I shouted, "I'm home," and was greeted by a woman. "Welcome home, Itachi." "Who is he?" The woman said. "Ka-san, this is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I was hoping that you would let him join our family since his family abuses him." Itachi and I said, "Of course. I would gladly have a new family member." "Oh, and I'm Mikoto Uchiha, your new Ka-san Naruto," the woman said, who is now known as Mikoto. I nodded slowly with a big smile on my face. "Fugaku-kun, come here please," Mikoto said. "What is it, dear?" A male voice said, who is now known as Fugaku. "Can we adopt this child?" Itachi said his family abuses him. Mikoto said, "I have already signed the adoption paper to San." Itachi said, "Very well. I would also like to have a new family member." "What's your name, child?" Fugaku asked. "Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze." I said, "Very well, Naruto, you are now known as an Uchiha." Fugaku said, "I smiled that I have a new family. Satsuki dear, please come down." Ka-san said. "Hi Ka-san," a female voice said that is 1 year older than me. She rushed down the stairs and looked at me for a second and asked, "Ka-san, who is that boy?" She asked. "That's your new brother Satsuki." The girl came to me and said, "Hi, my name is Satsuki Uchiha. What's yours?" The girl said, now known as Satsuki. "In Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Believe it," I said with a smile. They all laughed on my last sentence. This is gonna be a whole new life, I thought and laughed. Previously. In Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. Believe it, I said with a smile. They all laughed on my last sentence. This is gonna be a whole new life, I thought and laughed. Time skip, 8 months. Satsuki POV. It's already months since Naruto came to our family. I got closer to him and so did he, and to everyone else. We would train together to make us stronger. Now this is the time that Tu-san will train us. Tu-san, I said. Yes. Tu-san said. You said you will train both me and Naruto. I said, oh right. I forgot. Alright then, call your brother. He said. Hi. And then I rushed to get Naruto. After I called him, Tu-san said to meet him on the river. We followed and saw him there. Tu-san. We both shouted together. Ah, there you are. He said. So what are we gonna do today, Tu-san? I said. Yeah, what are we gonna do today? Naruto said after. Tu-san then said, you two will be learning the katan, Gukaku no Jutsu, he said to us. You both are Uchiha, so you have the fire affinity. Tu-san said once again. But Tu-san, I am not Uchiha blood. Naruto said frowning. Naruto, you have the Sharingan. It means you have Sharingan blood. Tu-san said. Naruto and I were shocked when we heard the Sharingan. Okay, here are the hand signs. Tusan flashed through some hand signs and took a deep breath and blew out a big fireball. Whoa! Me and Naruto said in unison. So memorize the hand signs, and when you do it, make sure you feel a slight burn on your cheeks and lungs. Make sure not to overdo it or your cheeks or lungs get burned. Tusan warned us. Hi. We both said. After minutes of memorizing, we finally did it. Naruto did it first. Katan, Gukakyu no Jutsu. Naruto said and blew a fireball much larger than Tusan's. Naruto was panting and smiled at what he did. Now it was my turn. Katan, Gukakyu no Jutsu. I said and blew a small-sized fireball. Darn. I said. Naruto then helped me. He said to put chakra in the lungs and the cheeks balanced. I did it again and finally did it after the 34th try. It was as big as Tusan's example but not as big as Naruto's. It was already sunset and I was panting heavily. We returned back home. We're home. We both shouted. Kasan greeted us and we sat on the chair for dinner. After dinner we brushed our teeth and went to bed. Time skip, 4 years. Naruto was now 7 years old and I was 8 years old. Tusan, can we go to the academy? We asked. Sure, I'll just register you both there. Tusan said. If you're wondering, in my story the academy starts at the age of 7 to 9. Time skip, 4 hours. 9:24 p.m. Naruto POV finally laughing face. I was panting heavily during me and Satsuki's training about chakra control. Tusan told us if I would be the top rookie and Satsuki would be top kunoichi, we would be on the same team with the dead last. You should head up and sleep now because you will be attending class tomorrow. Tusan said to us. Hi. We said and went to sleep. Time skip, 1 day. Naruto POV. 2. A female voice said. Ruto. The voice said Aegean. Naruto. The voice said that woke me up. Aya. I said waking up. The voice that woke me up was Satsuki's voice. We're gonna be late. Satsuki said. Aya. I said then looked at the clock. It said 6:45 a.m. I rushed to the bathroom to change my clothes to my ninja attire. My shirt was an orange suit with an Uchiha crest on my shoulders and a small Uzumaki swirl next to the Uchiha crest. I was wearing an umbu pants and my blue sandals. I rushed down to take a toast bread and looked at the clock. It said 6:57 a.m. Oh no. We're gonna be late. I thought to myself. Me and Satsuki started jumping roof to roof to get there. When we got there we were barely on time. When we walked in the classroom there were chit-chat everywhere. We sat down on an empty seat. And then our sensei came in. Quiet down class. My name is Irika. I'm your sensei for the academy. Our sensei said no as Irika. This is gonna be so boring. Me and Satsuki thought. Previously. Quiet down class. My name is Irika. I'm your sensei for the academy. Our sensei said no as Irika. This is gonna be so boring. Me and Satsuki thought. No one POV. Time skip, 7 months. Naruto is currently walking to THR Uchiha compound. Today was his birthday, October 10th. Naruto only told Satsuki about his birthday. No one else would remember my birthday anyways, Naruto mumbled quietly. It wasn't the first time his birthday was forgotten. He walked home to the Uchiha compound. The guards now know who Naruto is so they let him in. Where is everybody? Naruto said. He walked to his home and opened the door. He was about to say something but everyone surprised him. Happy birthday. Everyone shouted in unison. Naruto was surprised at first. But Satsuki only knew when is my birthday? He said almost tearing up. I told them Naruto so that we can have a celebration. Satsuki said. Naruto then started tearing up. Arigato everyone. Naruto said wiping his tears. And then the celebration started. Naruto is now currently opening gifts. Itachi gave him a gift that is long. Naruto opened it and it was a katana with very sharp edges and metal that can be used with affinities. A handle that has a diamond on the bottom and an Uchiha symbol on the center of the handle. It also has a seal on the handle that lets you pack stuff in it. Arigato Itachi and I. Naruto said and gave him a hug. Satsuki then gave her gift to Naruto. Naruto opened it and got a custom-made kunai that has fire and the Uchiha crest on the grip. It also has the seal that allows it to multiply using shadow-cloned kunais. Arigato One-chan. Naruto said and gave her a hug. She blushed but returned the hug. It was Fugaku's turn to give Naruto his gift. Naruto opened it and saw 2 scrolls with many kunais and shurikens. Naruto opened the scrolls and saw one is the Uchiha Jutsus and the other is the Sharingan. Arigato. Tusan. Naruto jumped and hugged Fugaku, who just chuckled. It was Mikoto's turn to give her gift. Naruto opened it and saw clothes that has an Uchiha crest on it. Some umbu pants and ninja pouches and storage scrolls. Naruto put his head down and cried. Everyone tried to comfort him but he was smiling with tears of joy. Arigato, everyone, he said. After Naruto calmed down they ate and went to sleep. Time skip, 4 years. Naruto POV. Satsuki and I are walking to get home. Naruto does not do pranks on my story. Yada. We're finally graduation tomorrow, I said. Satsuki smiled and laughed. Naruto is happy for no more boring lectures and Satsuki because she's gonna be a ninja. When we got home we said in unison, we're home. Welcome home you too. Ka-san greeted us like always. Where's Tusan and Itachi and I Ka-san? Satsuki said. They're on a mission right now Nachan. It's so obvious. I said. Yes, Naruto is correct. Ka-san said. I nod and we ate and got to our rooms. We then went to sleep. Time skip, morning. I woke up to the alarm of my clock. I went to the bathroom to change and went downstairs to eat. I saw Satsuki already there. I smiled and said, "Ohio everyone." I then sat on the table. We ate and left the house. I'm so excited today, I thought. We got to the academy and noticed we were the only ones there. I sat down next to Satsuki and banged my head down to my desk. Time skip, 53 minutes. I woke up and saw everyone here and Sensei too. I yawned and sat up straight on my chair. Everyone was too loud that made a tick mark on Sensei's head and activated his big head mode. Quiet down class, he shouted. Everybody then was silent. Okay, so we're gonna do a written test first, so get one and start answering. All of us got a sheet of paper and started answering. I took a look at the questions and they're super easy. I finished in 3 minutes and noticed there was still 10 minutes left, so I went to my mindscape. Hey Kurama. Sup kid. You never talked to me like the last 3 months. Kurama said. Sorry Kara. I was bored and forgot about you, I said. We then kept chatting and said that I had to go. I went out of my mindscape and saw the clock that exactly 10 minutes had passed. I gave my paper to Irika and looked at the rankings. 1. Naruto Uchiha 100. 2. Satsuki Uchiha 98. 3. Shikamaru Nara 97. Next was Shuriken test. 1. Naruto Uchiha 10 tenths. 2. Satsuki Uchiha 9/10. 3. Kiba Inuzuka 8 tenths. Next was Shadow Clone and Substitution and Transformation Jutsu. I waited for my name to be called. Naruto Yuzu. Oh sorry Naruto Uchiha, please come to room number A1 and Satsuki Uchiha go to room A2, Irika said. I went to room A1 and saw Irika and Mitsuki sensei. First, Transformation Jutsu. Irika sensei said. I turned into Itachi and I and Irika nodded. Next, Substitution Jutsu. I switched places with Satsuki and got into another room. I switched places again. Irika just nodded. Last Clone Jutsu, he said. Can it be any clone? I asked. Sure, as long it's a clone. Sensei said. I did a hand sign and said, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. I said and 42 shadow clones came out. Irika and Mitsuki's jaw dropped out. YYUPPP, Irika said. P-pass. Mitsuki completed Irika's sentence. Naruto then took a blue Hittite and walked back to the classroom, the Hittite on my forehead. I walked to my seat and mumbled to myself, Yada. I passed. And saw Satsuki walked in the classroom with her Hittite on her forehead too. Irika then came in and said, Congratulations to everyone who passed. I'm so proud of all of you. Return back tomorrow for our last meeting and for your teams. That's it and you're dismissed, he said, and we walked back home. Previously, imagine Sakura as Satsuki but not scaling or something like on the picture, and Naruto Menma and Sasuke Naruto but with blonde and black hair. On with the story. Congratulations to everyone who passed. I'm so proud of all of you. Return back tomorrow for our last meeting and for your teams. That's it and you're dismissed, he said, and we walked back home. Naruto POV. Me and Satsuki walked back home to tell everyone the good news. I can't wait to tell everyone that we pass, she said. Me too. I fist bumped the air to show my happiness. We walked to the Uchiha compound and noticed there were no guards. That's weird. There should be guards here, I said, confused. I have a bad feeling here, Kit. Kurama said. What do you mean, Kara? I thought so that Kara can hear. I don't know, Kit, but it's something, he said. Okay, Kara, I said and cut off the mind link. Apparently Satsuki saw me that my face was worried, so she asked me, What's wrong, Naruto? Something is off today, I said. What is it? She asked. I don't know, I said. We walked to the house and saw Ka-san's and Tusan's Bodis on the ground dead on the pool of blood. Itachi was there standing in front of our parents, blood on his sword. Satsuki knelt down and cried. No. This is all just a dream, she said crying. Itachi and I, why did you do this? I said, clenching my fists and crying. Foolish little brother. I killed them so I can test my strength. Hate me and grow stronger to defeat me, he said. I know this isn't like you, Itachi and I. Tell me the truth. I said. That is the truth, foolish little brother. He said, threw a kunai at me. I dodged it with my Sharingan on with 3 tomos. I then deactivated my Sharingan and looked at Satsuki crying. I looked back at Itachi and he was gone. Get up, Satsuki Nei-chan, we're gonna get stronger and ask Itachi the truth. She got up and wiped her tears. But HHEKK killed them both, Satsuki said, now tearing up again. J just T to TT test H's PP powers? She said crying on the ground. I helped her up and wiped her tears. That's why we're gonna ask him the truth, I said. She nodded, wiping her tears. We then rushed to the Hokage to tell everything. The Hokage gave us an apartment to stay in since he knows we're now old enough to get one. It was good for the 2 of us. It had 2 rooms, 1 bathroom on each room. We went to our apartment. I then went to the grocery store to get food for us. Time skip, after grocery and dinner. We then got to bed. Good night, Nei-chan. Good night, Naruto. We then both went to sleep. We woke up and changed our clothes. I had my katana strapped to my back. I had everything I needed in the scroll of my katana. I then got my 2 ninja pouches. One is the ninja pouch strapped to my left leg and the other is the supplies pouch strapped to my right leg. Satsuki wore a katana too, but different than mine. It had a seal on its handle too, but maybe sharper than mine. She was wearing an umbu pants, her same clothes and stuff. We then ate breakfast and went to the academy. We sat on our chairs and wait for our sensei to come. Quiet down, class. Sensei said, and the class was dead silent. So today we are gonna put you on your teams. So team 1 is... I put my head down on my desk and waited for my team to be called. Team 7 will be Naruto Uchiha, Satsuki Uchiha and Menma Uzumaki Namikaze. Me and Satsuki high-fived each other that we're on the same team. Your Jonin instructor will be Kakashi Hatake. Great. Hopefully he's not 3 hours late, I thought and growled. Team 8 will be Kiba Inuzuka, Hinata Hyuga and Shino Aburame. Your sensei will be Kurenai Yuhi. Team 9 will be Rock Lee, Ten and Niji Hyuga. Your sensei will be Mike Guy. And Team 10 will be Shikamaru Nara, Choji Akimichi and Ino Yamanaka. Your sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi. That's all for this day. I'm so proud of those who graduated. Wait for your senseis here. Goodbye, I am proud to be your academy instructor. With that he walked out the room. All the teams got their teams. Except for us. Damn it, why is he so late? Menma shouted. Menma got frustrated while me and Satsuki got annoyed. Menma then got an eraser from the blackboard that Irika used to throw at us. He put it at the edge of the doka that whoever opens it will get their hair white. While their new sensei was reading a book, didn't even realize the erase was on the door. First impression on you guys. You're all idiots. Meet me in the roof in 5. The new sensei said. Naruto quickly realized who he is and smirked at it. 5 what? I tested him. Now that you tested me, 5 seconds. He said. I smirked and grabbed Satsuki on the shoulder and we shunshin to the roof. Our new sensei had wide-eyed on us while Menma, who was panting heavily, rushing up. No fair. Pant H, how are you H here so fast? Menma said, panting. They sat next to each other. Menma on the left, Satsuki in the middle and Naruto on the right. Okay, so tell me about yourself. Your likes, dislikes, name, hobbies and age. He told us. I'll go first. My name is Kakashi Hatake. Telling my age makes me feel old. My likes and dislikes. Don't feel like telling you. As soon as he said that I cough porn cough. As soon as he heard that he was pissed but still continued. My hobbies, don't feel like telling you either. He looked at me signaling me to keep my mouth shut. My dream, I don't really have one yet. Sensei said, now known as Kakashi. I know all about him when I was little. Okay, next you blondie. My name is Menma Uzumaki Namikaze. I'm 11 years old. My likes are ramen, my family and training. My dislikes are people who can't tell the difference between a scroll and a kunai and rapists. My hobby is eating all of the ramen in the world and telling which is the best. My dream is to become Hokage. He finished. Next you duck hair. He points to Satsuki. Satsuki got a tick mark that sensei called her duck hair. My name is Satsuki Uchiha. I'm 12 years old. My likes are my brother, tomatoes, training and katanas. My dislikes are rapists, perverts and people who are loud and boast all the time. My hobby is training with Naruto. My dream is to help my brother achieve his dream and mine. She finished. Next, Shorty. Damn you, sensei. I thought. Ha, I can't believe he called you Shorty. Wah, Kara said. Done laughing. I said that made him shut up. My name is Naruto Uchiha. I'm 11 years old. My likes are Satsuki, ramen, training and my family who is dead. Saying this made Satsuki almost cry and Sensei and Menma shocked. My dislikes are my biological family except for Menma since he didn't even do anything. Yet, rapists and perverts. My hobbies are training and eating ramen. My dream is to become acknowledged by all and respected and to help Satsuki achieve her dream. I finished. Okay, now we all know ourselves. Meet me tomorrow at Training Ground 7. Don't eat or you'll throw up. Gianni. He said and poofed away. Me and Satsuki knew what the test is all about. It's teamwork. Previously. Okay, now we all know ourselves. Meet me tomorrow at Training Ground 7. Don't eat or you'll throw up. Gianni. He said and poofed away. Me and Satsuki knew what the test is all about. It's teamwork. No one POV. Naruto and Satsuki is heading to Ichiraku for lunch. Once they arrived, they sat on one of the stools and ordered their ramen. Hi Tuchi-san, I am Chan. Naruto and Satsuki said in unison. Hello Naruto, Satsuki. I'm said. The usual? Tuchi said. Yes please. Naruto said while Satsuki nodded. Naruto and Satsuki chatted for a while waiting for their ramen. Once the ramen was served they ate up. Naruto was on his 7th bowl while Satsuki is on her 3rd bowl. Wow Naruto, how can you eat so many? Asked Satsuki. Well, if it's good ramen, I always have space for it. After they finished up, they paid and left the stand. They went straight to the weapon shop to buy some stuff. Naruto bought kunais, shurikens, explosive tags and kunais. Satsuki bought the same. Once they got everything they needed, they got to the counter and paid. After that they went to their apartment and ate dinner. Naruto said that he will cook tonight. Once Naruto made food they talked about tomorrow. And Naruto, do you know about the test tomorrow? She asked. Yeah I do. It's teamwork isn't it? Yeah, it is. But Menma might not team up with us. She said. I'll get him to team up with us. He could be stubborn but can listen. Maybe. Naruto said. Okay then. I'll see to it. Naruto and Satsuki then finished their dinner and Naruto washed the plates. They then got to their separate rooms and said good night to each other. Naruto then laid on his bed and thought about Kurama. He then entered his mindscape. Yo. Kurama said. Hey Kara. Naruto said. I learned about seals this morning. And I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Kurama did as what Naruto told him to do. She closes her eyes and heard something changed. Open your eyes. Naruto said and Kurama opened her eyes. Kurama was shocked to see that the once sewer turned into a garden with trees, plants and animals. The cage turned into a collar on her neck. Thank you, Naruto. She said. No prob anyways, are you a male or a female? Naruto said. Oh I am female. Kurama said. Oh okay Kara-chan. Naruto said. Hey Naruto, do you want me to train you? Yes please. When do we start? Right now. Naruto then woke up that it was 9:32 p.m. Kurama appeared with a puff of smoke and they began training. Time skip. Morning. Naruto was panting heavily due to Kurama's training. He almost passed out which luckily he didn't. He learned chakra control which includes tree walking in water, hiding his chakra that even high Jonin can't sense, and improved his shadow clone jutsu. Naruto, I have to give you something. Kurama said on her human form. She has red hair that can match Kushina's hair, a red battle kimono, umbu pants and red sandals. Kurama tossed a summoning scroll to Naruto. Is this a summoning scroll? Naruto asked. Yes. I gave it to you because you are now ready to be a fox summoner. Kurama said. Naruto quickly hugged Kurama while Kurama just chuckled. Open it and write your name on it using your blood. She said. Naruto opened it and wrote his name using his blood. Now try it. She said and showed Naruto the hand signs. Naruto quickly memorized it and did the hand signs. Kuchios no Jutsu. Naruto said and summoned the fastest fox who is named Fuka. Who summoned me? Fuka said. That would be me. Naruto said and Fuka quickly looked at Naruto. And looked at Kurama. Kurama-sama, you gave him the scroll of foxes? I don't know, I don't have internet today. Fuka said. Yes Fuka, he is now the new summoner of foxes. He is Naruto Uchiha. Kurama said. Naruto-sama, it is a pleasure to have you as the new summoner of the foxes. Fuka said. Thank you Fuka. You may leave now. Naruto said. Hi Naruto-sama. With that, Fuka was gone with a puff of smoke along with Kurama. Naruto, it's already morning. Go wake up your sister or you're gonna be late. Kurama said mentally. Hi Kurama-sensei. Naruto then woke up Satsuki. They ate and looked at the clock. It was 7:12 a.m. They waited 3 hours and went to training ground 7. Surprised that Kakashi wasn't there. Naruto POV Yeth. I was surprised that even Kakashi-sensei isn't here yet. I sensed his chakra nearby. Satsuki, Naruto, you two are late. Menma shouted. We got annoyed and then Kakashi appeared. Yo, he said. You're late. Menma shouted again. Well, you see, a black cat crossed my way so I had to go the long way. Kakashi said. Liar. Menma yelled. After that, Sensei got a timer clock and put it on the stump. Sensei then pulled out 2 bells. So this is a survival test. You will get these bells from me before the timer ends. The other one who will not get a bell loses and will be tied to a stump and will not pass. Sensei said. But Sensei, there are only 2 bells. Menma said. Exactly. One will be sent back to the academy while the other 2 will be a genin. Sensei said and smirked. Ready, set. Sensei stopped when I threw him a kunai. He caught it with his hand. I didn't say start yet. I heard him say. If you wait for your opponent to say start, you might be already dead. I said and smirked. That's true. Anyway, ready, set, go. He said, and me and Satsuki hid in the bushes, successfully hiding my chakra. Menma was on wide open. Baka, I thought, and while I did, he was launched in the air holding his butt and went to the river. I helped him up and we hid within the bushes. Menma, how about let's all team up to get the bells? I said. No. I'm gonna get a bell and pass this test. Menma said. You don't know the main purpose of this test, don't you? I said, making him confused. It's teamwork. If we work together to get that bell, even if it's only 2, we can pass. I said, giving him a reason. Okay, what's the plan? He agreed and I signaled Satsuki to be ready. I already told Satsuki the plan, so get ready. The plan is. Kakashi POV. I was reading my book and somehow they are all gone. I can sense Satsuki and Menma's chakra, but I can't sense Naruto's. Strange. I whispered to myself. And shuriken started going at me with high speed. Katan, Gukakyu no Jutsu. I heard Satsuki said, and a great fireball came at me when I dodged the shurikens. Doton, mud wall. I said, and a mud wall was shown in front of me. It stopped the fireball, but there was shurikens heading towards me. I dodged them, but I felt someone grab the bells. Menma grabbed the bells while I was busy dodging attacks. Menma then gave a bell to Satsuki and a bell to Naruto. Sensei, we all pass now. Naruto said. Why? I said. Because the purpose of this test is teamwork, isn't it? Naruto said. They all grinned at me. Welp. Looks like you passed. I said. Satsuki cheered while Naruto and Menma smirked. This team will make it far. I thought. Previously. Welp. Looks like you passed. I said. Satsuki cheered while Naruto and Menma smirked. This team will make it far. I thought. Naruto POV. It's been 2 weeks since Satsuki and I became a genin. All we did was do D-rank missions, or more like chores. We went to the Hokage's office to get another mission. Ah. Team 7, are you here for a mission? The 4th said. Ea Hokage-sama. Sensei said. I was growling at my father, who doesn't even remember me. Let's see, Team 7, you will catch Tora the cat. What's wrong, Naruto? The Hokage asked. Don't you have a child that you abandoned? I said. No, I only have one child and it's Menma. That made me furious. Okay, Team 7, let's go. Sensei said, and we all left, leaving a confused Hokage. Time skip, 2 hours. Point A, Kakashi here. Point B, Tomate girl here. Point C, Blondie here. Point D, Uchiha here. Point B, how many meters are your target? 5 meters, Sensei. Point C, 7 meters, sir. And point D, 0 meters, sir. What? Kakashi said while I was petting the cat. Let's get you home. I said. I grabbed Satsuki's hand and we shunshin to the Hokage's office. Oh, there you are, Tora. The woman said and gave Tora a bone-crushing hug. That's why it ran away, I thought. Thank you for your reward, it'll pay you double. The woman said. Thank you. We all said in unison. After the woman left, we did another mission. Let's see. Babysitting, pulling we dash. 2 sen. I have enough of these chores. I need a higher ranked mission. Menma said. Minato sighed. Are they ready, Kakashi? Yes, Hokage-sama. Okay, bring him in. Minato said, and then the Umbu came back with a drunk man who reeks sake. This is what I paid for? A couple of brats? Especially the short one with black hair. The man said. Just then I filled the room with Ki to make the man fell onto his knees while the Hokage has a hard time breathing. I let off the Ki and finally made the Hokage breath. Team 7, this is Tazuna. You will be escorting him to the land of waves. You are now dismissed except you, Naruto. Minato said, and Team 7 left except me. What do you want? I said with anger. He did some silencing seals around the office so no one can hear what we are saying. Minato signed the umbu and they left. Naruto, I am so sorry for what we have done on the past. Please forgive us. Minato said. Like I said, you and your family abused me and never cared about me. You disowned me when you locked me out of the house and never believed me when I am injured and half to death. I said with demonic voice and left to pack my stuff. When I was about to leave, I heard him mumble, "What have we done?" I shunshin to Team 7 and Satsuki got surprised. "Ah, Naruto, you're here," Kaka-sensei said. "So Naruto's here, we can start. So start packing. This trip might last a week, so pack things that last a week and meet me at the gate in 2 hours. Hi, sensei." We all said, and Menma started running while me and Satsuki shunshin to our apartment. I grabbed 500 shurikens, 500 kunais, 100 explosive tags and kunais and my katana. Hey, better than be over-prepared rather than under-prepared. Me and Satsuki appeared 2 hours late cause we know sensei would be. We shunshin there only to be met by Menma screaming about how late we are. And then Kakashi poofed in a smoke. "Hello. You're late," Menma said. "Well, I had to help an old woman cross the road." "Liar," Menma shouted again. Me and Satsuki appeared 2 hours late cause we know sensei would be. We shunshin there only to be met by Menma screaming about how late we are. And then Kakashi poofed in a smoke. "Hello. You're late," Menma said. "Well, I had to help an old woman cross the road." "Liar," Menma shouted again. Naruto POV. Menma shouted again that almost destroyed my eardrums. "Shut up," I said, and he immediately shut up. "So, is everybody ready to leave?" Sensei asked. "Hi, Sensei," we said in unison. We then left the village to head to the land of wave. Satsuki and I were chatting while Menma kept questioning Tazuna about the land of waves. Tazuna was annoyed, so he tried to back away. I saw a puddle and motioned Sensei. Seems like he noticed it too since it hasn't rained for days. When we passed the puddle, 2 guys came out and killed Sensei. I got into a fighting stance and in a blink of an eye, I killed one and knocked the other unconscious. While Menma was holding a kunai and was stunned by fear. Satsuki was standing next to Tazuna to protect him. "Okay, Sensei, you can come out now." Kakashi POV. I saw Naruto killed the other one and knock one unconscious. What power does he hide? I thought. I mean, he killed the demon brothers like it was nothing. Phew. "Okay, Sensei, you can come out now," I heard Naruto said. He even sensed me where I am? I thought, shocked. I jumped down a tree and looked at Naruto. "Good job, Naruto," Satsuki. Menma just looked away. "Sensei, it looks like the demon brothers were after Tazuna. They might be hired by Gato," Naruto said. "As in Gato Inc.?" Satsuki said. "Yeah." Naruto said. "How did he know?" I thought, shocked. "Naruto, you have a sec?" I said. He just nodded in response and we walked to the river. "How do you know all this stuff?" I asked. "Kurama-sensei told me." "Who's Kurama?" I asked. "Oh, it's the QB. But he doesn't like called by that." I was shocked that the QB trained him. "Kurama-sensei trained me because the 4th and Lady Kushina won't train me. All they would train is Menma and they don't even give me food. Sometimes maybe." I was shocked that Minato-sensei neglected and abandoned his child. After we were done chatting, we headed back and settled for the night. Naruto POV. After me and Sensei talked about my past, we were settling for the night. I did shadow clones to search the area and guard for the night. After we slept, I dismissed the shadow clones and got the memories. We were walking when I sensed chakra and threw a kunai at that direction. A snow bunny popped out. "Naruto, look what you have done to the poor bunny," Menma said. "Substitution jutsu." I thought. "Duck." Me and Sensei shouted and there was a blade through on mid-air. I caught the blade and Sensei looked at me. A man came out with bandages on his arms and mouth. He has no eyebrows and I instantly recognized that man. "Zabuza Momochi," I said, and he got angry. Well, looks like this brat knows me well," Momu said. "Zabuza," Sensei said. "Kakashi the copycat," Momu said. Then he flashed through some hand signs, then there was mist. I can still sense his chakra, but I don't know about Sensei. Menma and Satsuki is protecting Tazuna. Then I saw his signature near Tazuna. I jumped there and dodged his attack. "Katan, Gukakyu no Jutsu," I said. Then there was a big fireball heading his way. He barely dodged it but got a few burns. Damn brat. I heard him curse. Futon, divine wind. I said, and several tornadoes came out and the mist disappeared. I dispelled the tornadoes and went to Zabuza to attack. Flashback. Naruto POV. Me and Kurama-sensei were training. After that we took a break and Kurama-sensei gave me a paper. Kurama-sensei, is this chakra paper? I asked. Yes, Naruto. Channel your chakra on it. She said. Okay. Then I channeled my chakra on the paper. This it split on half, burned to ashes, it became wet, it crinkled and there was a plant growing. Kurama-sensei's jaw dropped. Yuhh have all t the affinities. Sensei said stuttering. Yada. I got all the affinities. Flashback end. Naruto POV. I charged at Zabuza and managed to cut him. Then I kicked him but he blocked it. He threw me, then I flashed through some hand signs. Saitun. Water dragon jutsu. I said, then a massive water dragon emerged. Raitun. Lightning spear. I said and threw it at the water dragon and it was sparking with electricity. It then crashed on Zabuza and electrocuted him. He fell limp on the ground. And I sensed a familiar chakra. Then there was a hunter Nin that appeared and used senbons to kill Zabuza. Thank you. I have been tracking this rogue ninja and you made my job easier. The hunter Nin said. Then he took Zabuza and we all went back to our journey. Previously. Then there was a hunter Nin that appeared and used senbons to kill Zabuza. Thank you. I have been tracking this rogue ninja and you made my job easier. The hunter Nin said. Then he took Zabuza and we all went back to our journey. Naruto POV. I was walking with Tazuna and we saw a boat waiting for us. There it is. Tazuna said. All of you can go on the boat. I'll just walk there. I said. But Anai-san, you can't do that. Menma said. Yes I can, and don't call me Anai-san. Menma frowned. I stepped on water and walked. Kakashi was shocked that I know how to water walk, and also Menma. How do you know? Sensei asked. I have my ways. I said, keeping my cool. After that they sailed while I walked. After 1 hour we finally saw land. Where will we be staying, Tazuna-san? Sensei asked. You will be staying in our house. Thank you for escorting me back to my village. I am very grateful and it's the least I can do. Tazuna said and gratefully bowed. We all nodded and followed him to his house. Then we saw a lady. Oh hello. My name is Tsunami. Thank you for escorting my father. The lady, now known as Tsunami. It's no problem, Tsunami-san. Menma said. Follow me, I'll show you to your rooms. Then we followed her, and after we all sat on the table to eat dinner. While we were eating, a kid suddenly shouted. You're all gonna die. The kid spoke. What was that, kid? I said. You don't know true pain. All of you must have lived in a rich way. You're all gonna die because of Gado's men. He said, and I released huge amount of Ki, almost making a low jonin run in fear. Now you listen here, kid. Do you know what it's like to get beaten to the brink of death by your own people? I shouted and showed all of the things that the villagers did to me. Everyone gasped except Satsuki. This is what they did to me. And you say I don't know true pain. I shouted and released the Ki. I'm sorry, but I lost my appetite. Thanks for the meal, Tsunami-chan. I'll be going outside. I walked out the door and left, while the kid was running upstairs crying. Satsuki POV. I saw and heard Naruto's outrage. I wanted to comfort him, but it will just be worse. I glanced at the clock and it was 10:35 p.m. I was worried about Naruto. I'm going to find Naruto. I said, then left. I kept looking for him everywhere and heard a loud thud. I walked over to where the sound was and saw Naruto punching a tree. Naruto. I said, and he stopped and turned around. He was in tears. I tried to comfort him, but he won't let me. Naruto, I said. Satsuki, please leave. Naruto said. No, I won't leave you here. Let's go back to the house. I said. Please, Leah. He said, and he fell unconscious. I threw a pillow before he hit the ground. Where did I get this pillow from? I thought, and carried Naruto to the house. Satsuki, please leave. Naruto said. No, I won't leave you here. Let's go back to the house. I said. Please, Leah. He said, and he fell unconscious. I threw a pillow before he hit the ground. Where did I get this pillow from? I thought, and carried Naruto to the house. Naruto POV. I woke up on something comfortable. I sat up and I was on a bed. I saw Satsuki sleeping on a chair beside me, and I get off of the bed and tried not to wake her up. I was about to go to the bathroom, but I saw her wake up. Nah, Naruto? She said while rubbing her eyes. Good morning, sis. I was just gonna change. I said. She nodded and got up, and I decided I'll let her go first. She first went in the bathroom and changed. Once she got out she was wearing her ninja outfit. Once we were both done we walked down the stairs and saw Team 7, except for Naruto and Satsuki, and the kid eating. I sat down and also ate mine. Sorry kid. I said to the kid. What for? He said. Last night. I should be the one apologizing, not you, he said. I smiled and ruffled his hair. What's your name, kid? I asked him. Inari, he said and smiled. Nice to meet you, Inari. I'm Naruto Uchiha, I said, after we were done eating. They went to the bridge except me cause I forgot to wash my face. I washed my face and heard the door slammed open. We have some visitors. I mumbled. I shunshed to the bottom and saw 2 men. Well, look who it is. One of the men said. I'm gonna beat your ass even with my eyes closed. I said. They laughed and said, ha. What can a brat like you do any dash? Before he could finish I took their heads off and threw it out the window. I then incinerated their bodies and it turned to ash. Ariga to Naruto and I. Inari said with stars on his eyes. It's no problem. Here, take this. Throw it on the ground if you're in trouble, okay? I said. He nodded and I whispered something to him. Guess in the comments of what Naruto and I told him? He nodded and went out of the house. I shunshed to the bridge. I then saw Menma fighting the fake Hunter Nin on a dome, and Kakashi fighting with Mr. Mumu. I then stopped Zabuza's attack and made a shadow clone and it kicked Zabuza. I then punched the dome with fire chakra on my hand and it broke and melted. I then shunshed to the Hunter Nin, and took off her mask. I then blushed and she blushed as well. I then told her that Gato was not going to pay Zabuza and that we should team up. She nodded and I also told Zabuza and told him and he said if lied he would have my head. We saw hundreds of Gato's men and I killed them with Amaterasu and took Gato's head and sealed it in a scroll. After that we bid Tazuna and Tsunami and Inari a goodbye. We told Zabuza and Haku that they can stay on our village. After that settled we came back to our village. I hinged into a male Satsuki, Sasuke, and wore the infamous Uchiha face. After we reached our house I transformed back to myself and kept thinking about Haku. I don't even know if I have a Kekai Genkai. She is so pretty. I thought. Satsuki then called me for dinner and we ate. Ooh. Sis. I said. Yeah bro. She said. Ooh. Can you help Metagetha Kata like me? I said super duper million times fast. What was that? She said. I took a deep breath and said, I like Haku. I said and turned away blushing. Oh, looks like my little bro is in lieu of Vivi. She teased me that made me even blush more. Stop it. I only like her. I mumbled the last one to myself. Anyways we should get sleep. She nodded and giggled and humming something. I was pissed and I shunshed into my room and enter my mindscape. In Naruto's mindscape. Hey Karachan. Yes Naruto, Kurama said in a teasing way. No way. You too. Oh come on. What? I didn't do anything. I blushed deep red and said, can you help me, Tsuriki, she said. I said stop. I got angry. Fine, stop whining crybaby. I pouted and listened to what she said. After she explained everything I heard an old voice. Well, looks like Kurama here had made a friend. An old voice said. Are you? Previously, I destroyed the whole training ground and a massive hole on the ground and I quickly repaired it. My EMR, Rinna Sharingan and EMT active and I quickly deactivated it. I sensed someone watching but I didn't care. I quickly shunshed into the training ground and saw Kakashi, Menma and Satsuki. I forgot to deactivate my Rinna Sharingan and they were shocked. Naruto POV. I can explain. I said deactivating my Rinna Sharingan. Where why you get TT hat na Naruto? Kakashi asked shocked of the power he felt and it disappeared. Well have you heard about the Sage of Six Paths? I said. Kakashi nodded. He gave me half of his power. I said shocking him. That's a lame jutsu. Tusan has an even powerful jutsu than that. That's so lame. Menma said not knowing the glare I did. I then did the Rasengan that he looked in awe and I did the Hiration without a 3-pronged kunai. How did you know Tusan's jutsus? He asked. Guess. I said. I disappeared in a whirl of white fire and Satsuki disappeared in a black fire. We appeared at the Hokage's office door and we knocked. We heard it come in, and we came in. Hokage-sama, me and Satsuki's wants to be an ANBU Black Ops. I said. The Hokage laughed. I'm sorry but you're only Genin. Minato said. Are we? I said and activated my EMR on my left eye and EMT on my right eye and my Rinna Sharingan as my third eye. Edo Tensei. I said and 2 coffins popped up. They all opened and the first and second Hokage came out of the coffins. Minato was wide eyes and shocked. Satsuki then did her EMS and did the Susanoo with Byakugan. The past two Kages were confused as to why they were alive. "Where am I?" asked the first Hokage. "Yeah, where are we, brother?" asked the second Hokage. "Tobirama?" Hashirama asked. They blinked their eyes to see if it was real. "It is you," Hashirama said. "But who summoned us?" they asked. "That would be me," I said. They turned around to see an 11-year-old kid who has the Rinna Sharingan active and a Rinnegan and Tensigan. "Wait, wah," Tobirama said. "Who are you and why do you have 3 powerful dojutsus?" The two of them asked. "I am Naruto Uchiha, son of the 4th, not really because he neglected me but my father is Fugaku Uchiha. I am the successor of Hagoromo Otsutsuki or the Sage of the 6 Paths." They all were jaw-dropped except Team 7. "Is this even are real?" the current Hokage asked and closed his eyes. He opened them and did not saw the first and second Hokage. "So I was just hallucinating," Minato said. "No, they shunshined right after you closed your eyes," I said, and he jaw-dropped again. "Okay Naruto, you are the captain of ANBU Black Ops and Satsuki assistant captain. What would you want to be your code name?" Minato asked. "Blood Kitsune," I said. He nodded and gave me a red kitsune mask. He turned over to Satsuki. "Dark Okami," Satsuki said, and Minato nodded, giving her a black wolf mask. "Dismissed except you Naruto." I nodded and Satsuki left in a whirl of black fire. "What is it Hokage-sama?" I asked. "Call me Two Sans Naruto. After all I am your father," he said. "Never you neglected me and disowned me. You're not my father. I can even beat you right now," I said, not losing my cool, and disappeared in a whirl of white fire. I appeared at the ANBU Black Ops HQ. "Listen up everyone. My name is Blood Kitsune. I am your captain." Everyone looked at me and they laughed. "You? Our captain? Haha, prove it," an ANBU said. I took off my ANBU mask and they saw my face mask. I quickly activated my EMR, EMT and Rinna Sharingan. I light up the table on white fire and even an ANBU like 20 meters away got lit. I quickly threw him a Sinbon and he was healed completely. They were all speechless and jaw-dropped. I deactivated my dojutsus and walked straight a crowd of shivering and fainted umbus. Previously, I quickly threw him a Sinbon and he was healed completely. They were all speechless and jaw-dropped. I deactivated my dojutsus and walked straight a crowd of shivering and fainted umbus. No one's POV. It's been 3 months since Naruto and Satsuki has been in ANBU Black Ops. They were on the bingo book known as Dark Blood Siblings. Naruto is worth 12B Rio and Satsuki is worth 4B Rio. No one dared anger them or challenge them. But there was one who was way higher than their level. Naruto POV. "Hey Satsuki," I said. "Oh? I've been wondering. Is there someone much and much more powerful than us?" I said. "Well, Kami knows," she said. "Let's go get a mission," I said, and we shunshined to the Hokage's office. At the Hokage's office, we knocked and we heard it come in. "Hokage-sama, we request a mission," I said. "Right. This will be a SSS rank mission. You will be assassinating the leader of the Akatsuki," the Hokage said. "Hi," we said and disappeared. We appeared near the Akatsuki's base. The outskirts of the Akatsuki's base. Naruto POV. "Hey sis, is there tags on those boulders?" I said. "Yeah, but I forgot what kind of tag," she said. I scouted the area and saw more of the tags. I motioned Satsuki to use shadow clones to rip off the seal all at once. Once we're at position, I counted with my fingers. 1, 2, 3. We pulled it all at once and it looks like the seal turned into. Previously. 1, 2, 3. We pulled it all at once and it looks like the seal turned into. Naruto POV. We pulled it together and saw the seal turned into us. "Hey sis, are you seeing this?" I said telepathically. "Yeah. It looks like it turned into us," she said. I cut the mind link and thought, what if this clone of me has my abilities? I started to get anxious. I activated my dojutsus and it looks like he activated his also. Then we begin. "Shinra Tensei," I said, and he used it also. The power of the jutsu caused us to fly back. I backflipped and it looks like he did also. Damn. He copies my every move. I need to know what he can't copy. I thought. I got it. I thought. "Satsuki, come here, I need you for something," I said to her telepathically. She shunshined to me. "What is it, bro?" she said. "You take care of my clone here and I take care of yours. It can't copy your moves, but be careful," I said and dissolved. I appeared to Satsuki's clone. I threw wind and fire-coated shurikens at the clone. It dodged and threw me senbons. I dodged them. Time to end this, I said and did some hand signs. Super planetary devastation, I said, and not just rocks formed a ball but also jutsus. Basically it is like the planetary devastation, but when fired any kind of jutsus, it absorbs it and makes it its defense and also offense. The outside is protected while the inside are jutsus that have been fired. It will kill anyone except for the title earned as God. The clone of Satsuki was being pulled by an unexplainable force that is very very hard to escape and is 10x more powerful than a regular black hole. While the clone was trapped, I fired fire, wind and earth jutsus that are SS rank. After that the clone died and I won the battle. Satsuki POV. I was glaring at bro's clone and I didn't know if I could defeat it. I heard rocks forming but I never bat an eye to that. Tisk, I said and activated my MS. It's like a flower with rings on the petals. My right eye can use Amaterasu and can stop time. My left eye can use a different Kamui. This Kamui is fast as light and invisible. If I do it, it's like him doing a Shunshin but faster. And I also can use Inazaji, but this does not take my left eye. It blinds me for 10 minutes. And last but not least, I can use Perfect Susanoo. This Susanoo is orange and has a bow and sword. But I can't do it like bro. He has 8 arms and wings. His bow can destroy you even if you're not hit. I did Amaterasu and looks like he dodged it. We did a taijutsu match. I used the 3-pronged kunai and I quickly threw it and teleported to it just in time to avoid a Kamui. I punched him in the gut and he flew very far. What I didn't know, it was a blood clone. He was behind me. I didn't know what to do. I thought I was done for when I felt. I looked around to see Naruto and I are in an ice dome. Then someone very familiar is beside Naruto. I immediately recognized who he was. Hagoromo sensei. Previously, I thought I was done for when I felt. I looked around to see Naruto and I are in an ice dome. Then someone very familiar is beside Naruto. I immediately recognized who he was. Hagoromo sensei. Satsuki POV. What are you doing here? I said. I sensed you were in danger. I can't leave my student to die, can I? He said. Arigato, sensei. I said with joy and hugged him. He chuckled a bit. I am going to give you some of my chakra because I will soon fade. I don't have much time. Here, he said and tapped my head. Power started surging through my veins. Before I knew it, I was at sage mode. Wow, so much power. I said and looked around to see sensei and Naruto is not here. What is he up to? I thought angrily. The dome started to melt and I knew I don't have much time. I sensed Naruto running towards me. I did a blood clone and substitute myself with a log. I saw my clone did some hand signs. Katan, Gokakyu no Jutsu. There was a ball of fire shot at Naruto. He dodged it and they engaged taijutsu. He did the Hibi style and I did the Uchiha style. I knew that the Hibi style would overpower the Uchiha style, so I started on power up my own jutsu. I hope this works, I thought. I powered on my hand a purple blade that is cracking like fire and lightning. I added fire chakra in which it changed its color to orangey type. Flashback no jutsu. I was training at Training Ground 44, aka the Forest of Death. I was training in taijutsu. I was planning to master the Uchiha style when I heard someone rustling in the bushes. I quickly threw a kunai and found it was a log. I started to feel weird when I saw someone come out of the shadows. Who are you? I asked him. Her. He stepped out of the shadows and I quickly sighed in relief to see Naruto. Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know it was you. I said. It's okay, sis. Well, what are you doing here? I mean, this is the Forest of Death. You shouldn't be here. He said. Oh, I was training the Uchiha style so I could master it. Could you help me out since you mastered it? I asked him with my puppy eyes no jutsu. He was about to say something but he saw my puppy eyes no jutsu. He was trying to resist it but I smirked and I did level 2. He couldn't resist it so he just said yes. After we were done in training I was so exhausted. Well sis, looks like you're poofed. He said. I can pant, still keep pant on pant going. I said barely while panting. Look sis, I can teach you how to make your own jutsu. He said. Moment of silence. Please teach me. Now. I said in such a tone he flinched a little. Okay shish. Yay. Present no jutsu. An orangish purplish blade appeared on my hand with black rings. I saw my clone got hit in the heart. I quickly substitute myself to the blood clone and hit Naruto in the chest with my jutsu. Sage release Bladator. Blade I tore, I said and hit it. The blade rammed through its heart and it burned him. After that, the black balls turned into spikes and hit the clone. And then the blade launched itself out of my hand and dragged the body along with it. After that the blade exploded and the clone was destroyed. Yada. It worked, I said and panted. That jutsu pant took a lot pant of my chakra pant, I said and laid down the grass. Naruto POV. I activated the mind link and looks like Satsuki felt it as well. Satsuki, did you destroy it? I. Pant, but my pant jutsu was chakra pant taxing. Okay, I'll be there in a sec. Remember, we still need to assassinate Pain. Yeah. Whatever. I cut the mind link and shunshin to Satsuki in a white fire. Hey bro, she said. I looked at her with my dojutsu and she was almost out of chakra. I gave her some of mine and she was ready. After that we silently sneaked in and was ready to attack, but what we saw was the most surprising of all.